the delay getting started, as usual. Some live technical issues, unfortunately, but hopefully, as we go through the presentation, our webinar this morning, they will. It'll be kind to us, and broadband will be good. So let's hope we haven't an issue. But I'm just moving on to the next slide. There, I'm joined this morning. My name is Neil Phelan, and I'm joined this morning by my colleagues Gary Frehel and Kathy Gilmartin. Kathy's our head of marketing, and Gary is our head of cloud solutions, and Gary will be doing most of the presentation this morning for you in relation to the Cloud PC and what you're going to see. So just small little bit of housekeeping. If anybody has any questions, there's a moderated chat box. If you can actually put any questions that you have into that particular chat box, please do. And just before I go any further, just want to make sure that everybody can hear and see us okay. If you want to give a little thumbs up, that'd be great. We can see anything going on. Okay, look, it all seems to be good. So I'm just going to give a very quick 2-minute overview on who HCS are for those of you that don't know us, and then, as I said, we'll be joined by Gary, who will continue with the rest of the presentation and webinar this morning. So we're HCS, we're an IT services and telecoms provider, and key to our business is, I suppose, empowering people and their businesses with our best-in-class solutions and services that they need to succeed. That's our mission. We've been doing that for the last 29 years. We have 3 locations in Dublin, Waterford, and Cork, roughly employing 45 and growing in terms of employees, 250 active clients. We turned over our 6 million last year, which ended our year ended in March, and we forecast to turn over about 7.3 million next year. We have many certifications, but I suppose one which is, I suppose, quite topical is your ISO 27001. In terms of what we offer, key services are managed IT services, which you'd expect, a whole area of cloud solutions, both for the SMB and enterprise, and the same in terms of from a security point of view, offering SMB and enterprise solutions. We have a digital transformation and biz apps team, and that particular team is actively growing as digital transformation as we move through the digital age, and lots of work going on in that particular space. We are constantly doing infrastructure design and upgrades, and we have a telecoms and hosted phone solution offering too as well. In terms of our clients, people we work with, it varies across many different sectors, from pharma to professional services, hotels, agri-food, accountants, some government. So it varies. So there's a wide range of clients that we work with. And in terms of key partners, there's kind of three key partners that we predominantly work with: Microsoft and Fortinet and Dell. So we're a Microsoft Gold, our solution partner. We're a Fortinet partner as well, and that's in the whole area of network and network security. And Dell, obviously, we're are providing all our solutions in terms of infrastructure for around servers and SANs, and client machines from desktops to laptops. So that's a very brief overview. So look, the agenda this morning, Gary is going to take you through this, and I hope you find it interesting. It is an updated webinar from what we did over 6 months ago, and when we launched Microsoft Cloud PC. At this stage, we have a testimonial as well, and we have a number of customers using the solution. It's been very successful. Couple of hundreds users too as well, and we're very pleased how it has gone over the last 6 months. And look, I'll hand it over to Gary, and hopefully you'll get a good understanding of what the Cloud PC is. So Gary, if you pick it on from here.
Thanks, Neil. Hello, everyone. You're very welcome to the second in our series of webinars on Microsoft Cloud PC, which is the future of PC. My name is Gary Frehel, and I am the head of Cloud Solutions here at HCS. In order to fully focus on the presentation, I'm going to turn off our cameras and I'm going to let the PowerPoint take over the screen. So as well as delving a little deeper into the solution, we're going to go back to the beginning to help demonstrate how cloud PCs are the most secure, sustainable, scalable, and simple way of managing our IT, and is the future of both the PC and, for that fact, the server. We've been rolling out this solution for a couple of years now with incredible success, and this second webinar will also address developments in the area since we last presented. It will go on for 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll have a Q&A at the end. So we're going to go through the agenda. So we'll begin with a detailed look at what a Microsoft Cloud PC is, going through a real-world scenario to fully explain its features and advantages. We'll then spend some time on why you should choose A, the Microsoft Cloud, B, why a Microsoft Cloud PC in particular, and then why HCS to deliver it. That moves us logically into a demonstration of the product and a short video testimonial of a successful delivery, and we'll then finish up with a Q&A. To begin with, what is a Microsoft Cloud PC? Just pulling up the next slide. We'll discuss it first and then demonstrate later. The demonstration later will then put in context and perspective on what we have just talked about. We all come from different industries, and in each individual industry, we're looking for current and future national and global trends, trying to predict them and get ahead of the competition. This is the future of the PC and has been thrust into the limelight because of the perfect storm of global conditions that have made it essential to facilitate a remote workforce because of COVID and an aggressive energy reduction policy because of spiraling energy costs. It's a new world we live in, and the cloud PC structure is inevitable as it addresses all of the important questions of remote working, energy, security, compliance, and disaster recovery. A Microsoft Cloud PC is the exact same operational experience as your local PC, but with the massive advantages of security, sustainability, versatility, and scalability, and a host of other features that we'll touch on right now that addresses all of your concerns when it comes to your IT. It is simple, scalable, secure, and sustainable, and is an affordable working solution to help you be compliant with hybrid working. So let's firstly go through why Microsoft Cloud PCs are simple. They're quick and easy to set up in minutes and manage forward with minimal fuss. They're a singular solution so that you're no longer connecting to multiple devices like TeamViewer or VPNs with multiple licenses like antivirus, email security. It's all covered off with your Microsoft PC and your Microsoft license. The security and compliance, the backup and disaster recovery, the reporting and monitoring, the patching and updates, they're all built in. These are things that you're having to manage daily at the moment and take up your time and money. And these PCs are as little as 45 euros per user per month. They are scalable. You can add and remove users quickly and easily to adapt to market conditions, which has always been an issue. And you only pay for what you use. A spare or extra PC in a standard office will be sitting there in the corner depreciating. And you can enable remote workers quickly from anywhere, and I mean anywhere globally. Microsoft PCs are the most secure solution available. They have built-in security controls and compliance standards. They have MFA, role-based access control, threat intelligence, disaster recovery and backup, automated patching, endpoint and email security included with Defender. They are GDPR compliant and deliver 100+ security certifications. Finally, and probably as important as any in the current climate, Microsoft PCs are the most sustainable solution available. A cloud environment uses 80 to 90% less electricity than a standard on-premises server and a host of PCs. And not only does it save you money, but it also gives you a marketable, cleaner, greener, and sustainable solution, reducing emissions from your IT operations. It reduces the overall cost by optimizing existing hardware, extending the lifetime of aging hardware, eliminating capital expenditure on hardware now or really forever in the future, and the energy savings just discussed. There is also the operational expenditure consideration of the elimination of independent backup, security, and connection licenses. Basically, it's all covered off by your Microsoft Business Premium license and your cloud PC environment. They look after your security, your compliance, your backup. So now let's look at a real world scenario that we're all used to. So Sean is in the office using his desktop to access the server, which has the applications on it, and he's sitting behind a firewall router in the office. He has multiple security connection and other licenses on his desktop. He's connected to the server, and hence the application stack on site is on the same network, and hence he can use them. His 365 or Microsoft email and SharePoint and OneDrive, if he uses them, are in the Microsoft cloud. Kathy is remote, possibly working from home, has the same licenses on her laptop or desktop, which incidentally has to be work owned and domain joined. She accesses the files on her server in the office through a VPN, but must connect to her desktop, which is turned on in the office 24/7, to use any of the applications running on the server. Her data is possibly not backed up, nor is Sean's for that matter, as they're saved locally on their C drives or their PCs. Now, let's look at our solution, or the Cloud PC solution. Kathy and Sean are identical. Just because Sean is in the office, he is working the same as though he were at home, and the same goes for Kathy. They have their PC or laptop, work or personal, it doesn't matter, or the company can supply them with a thin client device, which in terms of energy saving only uses about 15 to 30 watts in comparison to 200 to 250 watts of a work PC. And it's all connected to the Microsoft Cloud through their internet connection. And there's a major advantage here in that in this scenario, there is no VPN, which can be troublesome, and open ports, etc., which can have security issues. Microsoft have this unique managed gateway system, which pushes the connection down to your device from the nearest data center globally to you, to the Microsoft Cloud. Then up in one environment, you have your PCs, your applications, your high-speed internet, which is, the last check is about, I looked, it was about 900 down and 2,000 up. So you can connect to your web apps, your server if you need one to run your application, your files and folders, all sitting behind the very highest levels of firewalls, backed up, resilient, compliant, and secure. That's what I mean by a singular solution. Everything is up in the Microsoft Cloud. Your PCs, your applications, your server, your data, everything. So why have we partnered with Microsoft above all others? Microsoft are trusted. They have 3,500 cybersecurity experts examining 8 trillion threats daily, with 100+ compliance certifications, and invest $1 billion+ in research and development annually. They're so trusted that they won the US Department of Defense data hosting contract a few years ago for a few $100 billion. They are global. Let's face it, they are probably one of the most globally recognized companies in the world, in 140 countries with 200+ data centers and growing rapidly. And Microsoft are sustainable. Yes, Bill Gates made and continues to make an awful lot of money, but I'm truly of the belief, from what I read and learn, that his motivation is in a different direction now, in that he's given away as much as 90% of his personal wealth, and appears to be trying to help the planet and individual business to thrive. So cloud is 98% more carbon efficient than on-prem. Microsoft committed to 100% renewable energy by 2025 and to be water positive by 2030. So why this product in particular? Microsoft are a public cloud with almost endless resources, the knowledge of tens of thousands rather than a few, with reliability and recoverability that is unmatched in both the private cloud space and their public cloud competitors. They're also far more resilient to market conditions. A Microsoft Cloud PC is powered by an Azure Virtual Desktop, which gives us a full Windows 10 or 11 experience and will continue to evolve automatically as updates come. A remote desktop is not. The unique managed gateway system of connecting is so easy and trouble-free. No messy VPNs or 2-click logins where your session is up, but your VPN is down and you can't figure out what's going on. This pushes the connection down to you rather than your PC looking for the connection, as is the way. And your billing, which is so simple, as it's just the Microsoft Cloud, a Microsoft license, which includes all your layers of security and backup. It makes things so easy to manage for you and for us. Finally, costs are fixed and predictable, and actually Europe North, or Ireland specifically, is one of the, if not the cheapest Microsoft regions due to our temperate climate and data centers requiring very little cooling. Or temperate climate, we didn't believe it would be an advantage, but in this case it is for once. So I'm going to move now into a demo mode, and I'm going to give you an idea of, I'll just actually have a quick touch on why HCS. So why HCS to deliver it? We have a 95% plus Microsoft Secure score, a long-running Microsoft partnership and product delivery. We have 2 NSE level 7s and 2 level 4 Fortinet qualified engineers, which are security qualifications. We have Microsoft Cloud PC expertise and experience developed from bringing this product on earlier than our competitors. And our SLAs and the personal management I'm the head of cloud solutions, so my job is to manage this product as it moves forward. So I'm going to swap over to a video testimonial. So this takes a couple of minutes just to set up. So we had a successful delivery with an accountancy practice, O'Sullivan Accountancy and Tax Advisors. So this is a very short video testimonial on, it's only about 2 or 3 minutes, so we'll let it play away here.
My name is TJ O'Sullivan from O'Sullivan Accountancy and Consulting Limited. Originally, we operated a server system which was office-based, which incorporated high risks, slow response times. We needed something much more modern with flexibility to expand, and the cloud system was exactly what was required.
We moved all the users to our Microsoft Cloud PC platform, where their PCs, their data, their files or folders and their applications are all in the Microsoft Cloud. We replaced his old outdated phone system with a new VoIP system which integrates with Microsoft Teams.
With the increase in client bases, we have now had a higher demand for face-to-face meetings with clients. Therefore, the need to access their data while away from the office has increased. This can be done easily with the cloud solution, and all data is very secure.
HCS managed its project seamlessly from start to finish, and a high level of expertise by our engineering team allowed us to configure a level of security and compliance that was desirable by the client.
Prior to moving to the cloud system, we operated a server, and this was slow, cumbersome, and meant that productivity was very limited. The change to cloud has streamlined all systems and procedures, which meant higher output, higher productivity, and more ability to take on extra work. The move from server to cloud was overall inexpensive, affordable. The impact moving forward with regards to running costs, it has diminished dramatically from where it was, particularly with the cost of living increases. We did not have to incur any capital outlay, and as a result, the bottom line has improved without investment.
O'Sullivan Accountancy is a progressive business, and this cloud-based solution will future-proof operations and keep them ahead of the curve.
The entire transaction was seamless from start to finish. No downtime, no loss of income. We would impress that the new system is fully GDPR compliant, very safe, very secure, and ticks all the boxes when it comes to cost and efficiencies.
HCS cloud system provide me secure access to clients' data from any location and at any time, and I have ability now to work remotely for my company and increase the cloud system, just increasing my productivity and simply benefiting front and back office.
We would highly recommend HCS as a partner moving forward with all IT business.
Okay, that was TJ O'Sullivan of O'Sullivan Accountancy Practice, a very successful delivery, and he was more than delighted to create that video testimonial for us. It was a brilliant experience from start to finish, and it has opened up a lot of possibilities for O'Sullivan Accountancy. So we're going to move now into a demo mode. So what you're looking at here is my actual PC, my physical PC. Over here is my remote desktop. So by clicking open on my remote desktop, it gives me the option to open up my Windows 11 virtual desktop, which I have open here. So as I open here, I am now in the Microsoft Cloud. This is my virtual desktop that is created through my, connected through the managed gateway system. So just to show that we are where I say I am, we're going to do a little speed test. So if I open up a Chrome window and I go to speedtest.net by Ookla, we'll run a speed test. So it'll show that we are in Microsoft Azure. So using this speed that I have with Microsoft Azure, I am going to be able to connect to all of my web applications at high speed. So it's just going to run a quick one. You can see it's off the chart. It's going higher than it actually can run. I'm going to let that run in the background. So I have there's my my Outlook. Here's my Microsoft Teams. Here's my, with the Windows 11 is installed in it. So I just have my File Explorer. So that's my File Explorer, exactly the same as I have on my own PC. And we'll just click back in to see what the speed is. It's giving me an average of 760 down. It's going about 900 up with a ping of 1, which is outstanding, which allows us. So there's the actual internet speed that I will use to work my web applications. So any applications hosted here on my PC, I can connect it through the internet here, and it's very simple just to connect up. It's instant. So that is the Microsoft Gateway system. So I'm just going to bring us back here to our PowerPoint. And that brings us to the end of our presentation. So we're going to do a couple of Q&As now and answer any of the questions that people might have. We'll bring Neil and Kathy back on board here and answer any of our questions. So Kathy, if you're on, I can see a couple of questions coming in there. Is there anything in particular that was being raised?
Gary, it's okay. If it's okay, I'll
yep.
Connect in there. I know Kathy's having some usual
okay, that's fine. No
connection issues or whatever. But yeah, I do see a question in there which says, ideally you need to have all your server infrastructure in the cloud, otherwise the Microsoft Cloud PC will be dependent on the company's internet speed, which would not be a pleasant experience, correct? Yeah, if it's okay, Gary, I'll take that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It was Liam that sent that one in. Liam, yes, you're dead right. Ideally, and if you saw back on Gary's previous slide there earlier explaining the situation, you really need to move all into the cloud with this particular solution. So while we didn't discuss it today, we actually do have what we call a Microsoft Cloud Server. So if you do have on-premise applications, be it like Sage or Exchequer or Intacct or something along those particular lines, yes, you would ideally have all them in the cloud too as well. So that then your whole network from both your server and your client side, be it the PC, is all into one space, and that is the optimal thing. And the only time you will need to do something like that is though if it's an application that requires a server. But most applications now are moving towards what we call a SaaS model, and we'd be recommending anybody, if they are looking at any software or new ERP or finance systems, moving to the cloud. That's where it's all going. And that's where all your applications should be going. So then effectively all you're doing is from that PC connecting into that particular software as a service solution, and it just makes it so much easier and so much more cost effective, and again so much more secure. So hopefully that answers your question. But just in summary, yes, you do need to put a server in there, and that's possible and available to do too as well. Gary, there was another question there, and you might take this as it said, why is the cloud PC more secure?
That's a question I get asked quite often, and absolutely, the cloud PC is very secure because all of your security backup and disaster recovery as well included, are with your Microsoft Business Premium license and your Microsoft Cloud PC. So with the Managed Gateway system, all of your applications are sitting in the Microsoft Cloud, and with your Business Premium license, we can roll out conditional access, Intune, and it makes it very simple without the need for independent licenses. Microsoft Defender is included in your Microsoft Business Premium license, so it ticks all the boxes. So we also encourage a managed Microsoft Secure Score. So because your world is now in Microsoft, it's a great way to understand what your secure score is, which is a percentage score. And we can manage that so that if you say you want the desired secure score to be 85%, we will get alerts if it drops slightly below that. And it will also tell us how to bring you back up to the level that you want. So that combined with an end device encryption really addresses all of the security questions that are asked.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah, look, I suppose just to come back on that, so the coupling your Business Premium license with all the security that it has with the Cloud PC just makes it that whole, by enabling all those solutions makes it more secure. Just another interesting question in, sorry again, you showed Teams in the demo. Any issues running Teams from the RDP environment for video calls? And this is probably a similar answer to my earlier question. Yeah, look, there's no problem. We have customers running Teams, and I suppose this isn't this isn't an RDP environment, and not to be getting overly technical on this particular call. It's actually an Azure virtual desktops, and these are standalone desktops with their own resources assigned to them. And there is full support for Teams and video, and we have a number of customers doing that, don't we, Gary?
Yeah, we do, absolutely, everybody, yeah, and it's been working extremely well.
Yeah, Teams is just, I suppose, a de facto communication tool of choice. So to not have video and Teams and calling and all that within the solution would make it a disaster. So no, we fully support it and have it successfully running. There's no further questions in there. So yeah, look, Gary, do you want to wrap up there then?
Yeah. Look, I've put my details up on screen there. Look, to summarize, I'm obviously being the head of cloud solutions. I believe, and the evidence points that Cloud PC is inevitable. HCS are probably one, if not the best position to deliver it, not just with our engineering expertise, our security expertise, but also because we're one of the first to deliver this tech. And the longer you're at something, the better you become. So the delivery at this point and support are seamless. And for you, the business owner, instead of having so many variables of devices to source and manage and license to maintain and security and backup and updates to perform, it's now all quite simply with a Microsoft Cloud PC, a Business Premium license, and HCS to manage it. So look, I've put up my details here. If you're interested, I'd only be too happy to fully assess your business or organization to give you a realistic appraisal of what is best going forward. We're rolling out these at a fairly fast rate. The success so far has been really excellent. And what it has done, and this is quite relevant, it has given businesses the opportunity to further look into how IT can assist them, with Power Platform and looking at how they can do things better rather than having to maintain a structure that they've had to maintain up to now and manage it. So that has been my best experience with it, in that we're not firefighting anything anymore. This is a solution that is delivering what it says on the box, and hence I'm working at a much higher level with all of these companies that have delivered this, because we're not having to worry about maintaining it. So that is where I'm going from. So there's my email, there's my phone number. Don't be afraid to give me a buzz. We'll have a chat about it, and let's have a look at your environment and see if it suits. So thanks very much, and thanks Neil, and thanks Kathy.
Good, no bother. Thanks everybody, and thanks for joining us this morning. Hope you found it useful, and sorry for the delay at the start. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.